Hey there, everybody. Hey, Graeme.
Hey, Bashir. Hey, everybody.
Graeme, thank you for being willing to do this. Everyone, Graeme just wrapped up his weekly lesson, and there was a part that I just thought was so fantastic. I asked Graeme if he'd be willing to share it in a YouTube video so that we can share it with everyone. And thank you, Graeme, for being willing. I know you're tired, but let's go for it.
Let's take a look. Okay, so we were talking about the value of length and tens and so forth. So let me give you a couple of hands to consider.
Okay.
Oops. Here's a hand. I want you to imagine that you are playing Acol with a 12 to 14 no trump opening bid. Oh, sorry, hang on. Jack 10. And you've got ace 8 2, something like this. Okay, so just imagine you're playing Acol. That's your hand. You've got 14 points, and no trump shows 12 to 14. You're playing standard. You can take the same idea. The concept's the same, but just imagine no trump's 12 to 14. And you've got 14. Would you say this was minimum, middle of the range, or maximum for your opening no trump?
I mean, 14, pretty maximum.
Maximum, right? Yeah. If you were any better, if you had a better hand than that, you would be too strong to open no trump. So let me give you a very similar hand. Which hand would you rather have playing in no trumps? Hand number 1 or hand number 2? Which hand seems to have the most tricks?
Well, and I just saw the lesson, but looks like you upgraded a 2 to a 9 and made one of our suits longer. Second hand looks like a better hand.
Yeah, right. So we've got, imagine we're missing the ace of clubs, say. Once the ace of clubs is gone, we're going to make 3 club tricks. On this hand, once the ace of clubs is gone, we're going to make 4 club tricks. Right? So we've said that hand 1 was the absolute maximum for a no trump opener, and hand 2 is better than hand 1. So maybe hand 2 is too strong for no trump.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's change it again, and I'm just going to turn that. Well, let me ask you a question. Would you rather have ace 6 4 of spades, or let's make that ace 10? 10 of the 6, or doesn't matter? Really,
give me the 10, Graeme. Hit me.
All right. Okay, it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference, right?
Sure.
But it's hugely important. Let's take a look at a couple of hands. Oh, sorry, not that one. I think it's this one. Sorry, bear with me for a second. Oh, yeah, it's this one. All right, West has led the 2 of spades against our 3 no trump contract. How many spade tricks are we going to make? Well, we're definitely going to make the ace. So under what circumstances will we make the queen?
Only if the king comes out under the ace, or if we play the queen now and East doesn't have the king.
Right. So if we play the 7 here, East is just going to play the 9 or the 10 or the jack, forcing us to use the ace. So our only real legitimate chance of getting 2 spade tricks is if West has got the queen, West has got the king of spades.
Right.
So we just have to play the queen and hope that West has got the king. 50-50. Now let's, sorry, where's this hand? Here we go. I've got the same hand, but this time I've added the 10 of spades. Don't worry too much if you wouldn't open a no trump on this hand. I just want to show you the value of the 10. The north hand is exactly the same. The south hand is exactly the same, apart from the fact that we've got the 10 of spades. Now, in this case, we are guaranteed to make 2 spade tricks. That 10 of spades guarantees us the second trick, because we play low and East plays the jack, right? So let's go through the 3 things that might have happened here. 1, East might have played the 9 or the 7 or something, in which case we could have just won the 10. That's one possibility. East could play the king, in which case we would win the ace, and then we've still got the queen.
Right.
Well, the third thing that has happened here is that East has played the jack. Again, we have got 2 guaranteed spade tricks by winning the ace. Because once we've played the ace, notice that the ace and jack have gone. We've got 1 trick.
Yeah.
There's only the king missing. So we've got the queen in the north hand and the 10-8 in the south hand. That guarantees us a second trick.
The king has to come out to beat the queen. So we'll be left with a winner with the 10.
Right. That's it. So, ace is 4 points, king is 3 points, queen is 2, jack is 1. From there, it just doesn't go 10 down to the 2. They're not equal value. The 10 is a much, much more valuable card than a 2.
Right.
A 9 is better than an 8. All those things really do make a difference. So I guess we don't want to be just focused on points all the time. We've got to learn to fully evaluate the hand.
For us learners, the focus early on so often is on counting up our high card points, but that doesn't do justice, especially to the 10s, to the shape of our hands. And so, what I find just so amazing from the lessons that you're teaching in these class, you're training us to recognize the suit combinations so that we know how to play it, so that we don't freak out when, well, what should we do? Should we play the queen here or should we play low? Sure. By reckoning the combinations, and here by bringing in the 10s to realize these are critical components to these combinations, it gives us a way forward, a way to trust this is how we can play this particular suit.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time too, it's when we learn things, when we go to beginners classes or when we're first learning, we learn a whole bunch of stuff and we think, well, that's it, that's solid. Points are solid, or we duck, or we win tricks or whatever, and that's solid. And then when we learn new things, it can feel like we're getting a bit out of our comfort zone. Right. on the hand where we were talking about rising with the queen of spades, hoping that West had the king. That seems to conflict with the idea of second hand plays low.
Right.
So we want to take these things, but we also need to have the confidence to expand a little bit and don't feel like we're doing something wrong if it doesn't quite match what we got taught right at the beginning. So,
right.
Little by little, we develop our knowledge and our confidence, and we become better bridge players and enjoy the game more.
Well, you push us not just to, memorize and recognize things, but to train ourselves to actually think through where we're at in a hand. Why would we usually want to do this? Or why in this instance might we not want to do this? Having to really think for ourselves. And I know I'm not the only one who appreciates it, Graeme.
Good one.
Well, thanks for sharing that. Long day. I'll let you go. Thank you to everyone who could join us. Till next time.
Rock and roll. See you at the table.